Welcome back to Terra Nil. I've played a version of this game before that I got on itch.io. It's been through a couple of different transformations since then, and now this version is available on Steam. It's got updated graphics and a variety of different places for you to operate within. The basic idea of this game, I've been thinking of it as kind of like Power Wash Simulator for a planet. You go to a place that is barren, desolate, and polluted, and you use various technologies to sort of place things down to clean up and revivify the environment. And then by the end, you actually end up cleaning up your own equipment and leaving the planet pristine and in beautiful condition, full of life, full of plants, full of animals. It's a pretty neat game, and it's very satisfying to sort of watch something transform from being desolate to being revivified and full of life. So in the original game that I played, there was only one environment that you could do this to. And the environment would be procedurally generated, so you could play the game multiple times, and it would be a little different each time. But the basic sort of biomes and tools that you were grappling with were consistent across the game. Now, in the new version of the game, there's actually 4 different environments that I've seen so far. I assume this is it? I don't know. I haven't finished the game yet. But, so this first one is the one that it's basically the one that we explored in the very first version of the game. Then you've got, and this one was called Temperate. But then you've got a tropical environment, a polar environment, and then this one that I haven't tried yet, which is a continental environment. So what I want to do is try out the continental environment for the first time on the stream. I don't really know how it works, so I'll be discovering it alongside you, and I'll be demonstrating sort of how interesting and advanced this game has gotten in the intervening years since I played it last. But I would definitely encourage you, if you end up thinking this game sounds good, go check it out on Steam and check out all of the different environments that you can explore. So it looks like this is called the Flooded City, and we've never had cities before in this game, so it'll be interesting to see what it actually looks like. Okay, so to begin with, dredge the ocean floor to create land. Oh, to create land to grow greenery? I've never had to create land before. Once dredging is complete, recycle your dredgers. You can then place tidal turbines in the resulting pockets of deep water. Yeah, so in a lot of the settings that you operate within, the first thing you have to do is place sources of power around to power your equipment. But it looks like I actually have to start a little earlier than that in this environment and even create locations where I can place power. So let's see here. We've got, actually, we've got to figure out where to put my head. I had forgotten where the HUD was on the screen. I think this is probably the safest place for me to be. Up here is an analysis of the environmental conditions. So geological stability, apparently, is pretty high. Our humidity is low, despite the fact that it's full of water. And our temperature is also pretty cold. Up here, you've got your goals. So right now we're trying to increase the greenery coverage in this area. And once we've succeeded at that, greenery and also clean water. Once we've succeeded at that, this will fill up and we'll move on to the next phase of our revivification of the environment. So I guess, so basically they just provide you with your tools with, an outline of how to use them in a tooltip like this. And so you kind of feel your way through the game and figure out how it works. So this says I need to dig up earth from the sea floor. So this area is too deep to dredge. And then these areas, like the ones that are on land, obviously make no sense. And it looks like I can't place it. I can only place it in certain places. So let's choose some places. So we've got an undersea digger we've placed. And then I use it. Oh, okay, then I use this thing to dredge the seafloor. So I decide where it will do that work. And you notice I'm feeding in this resource called greenery. And I only have a limited amount of it. I have to generate more of it from the land if I run out. So let's try again. Let's build a little bit more land right here. So yeah, so we're elevating land up above sea level. And I'm not sure how much of this I need to do. Oh, okay, but I need to recycle a fully used undersea dredger in order to unlock this next technology, whatever it is. Problem is, okay, so it's This is fully used, I guess. You get 3 opportunities to use it, but it looks like I've already used everything that I can, so I guess that probably counts as fully used. Let's try another one real quick, maybe one that's got a little bit more space around it. Like this one? Alright, so let's choose spots that are as far away from it as possible. So let's do some dredging here. And it looks like I'm covering some of the flooded buildings with land, but some other buildings are sort of standing up over the terrain. I wonder if eventually these buildings will go away. Let's do a third dredge over here. I wonder if eventually these buildings will go away, or if they'll become overgrown in a way where the game just says, yeah, they're part of the landscape now. Okay, so this one is completely used. Okay, so now... Okay, so loading docks can be used to recycle things, but only if I've got... Historically... Oh, good, I do have a little hovercraft. So in other versions of the game, in other locations, this hovercraft appears only very late in the game. But it looks like I start with a hovercraft this time. So if I place a loading dock in reach of the hovercraft, and also in reach of the dredger... Oh, and it'll also recycle buildings. Okay, so I place that, the hovercraft comes over to it, and then everything human-made gets sucked into it. And then it delivers me more greenery, so I get some greenery back. Interesting that the metal stays behind. So let's do that again. Let's recycle this dredger. And interestingly, each dredger leaves a little lake in the middle of clean water. This is pretty different from other things that I've done. So, okay, so it looks like one thing, not only do I want to create enough land for me to fill the world with greenery, but I also, it seems like I want to put these in positions where I can remove buildings. So like right here, for instance, I'll be able to, hopefully, bring my hovercraft, close enough to not only recycle this, but also the buildings around it. So let's dredge what we can dredge. And one last little spot there. So, okay, so it looks like it spreads out from the point of origin, and the point of origin can be blocked. That's interesting. Can I build another one nearby that could be grabbed by the same hovercraft? Let's see what this does. So I'm nervous about dredging in this direction too much, because I might make it impossible to recycle these things. But let's see what I can do. And then let's just fill this one little tiny spot because we feel like it. And then, once that's full, let's... Okay, so this thing... Yes, okay, so I can recycle a bunch of stuff by placing this loading dock here. Once the hovercraft gets to it, it's going to suck everything around it in. But not this low building, just the tall buildings and the dredgers. Okay, so you'll notice that I've got more greenery now than I think I started with, from all of the recycling that I'm doing. So, okay, I'm just going to plant a couple more dredgers just in places where I think I can pick up the high-rise buildings, and where I can probably distribute just a little bit more land. Let's do one over here. And then we'll get started on whatever the next phase is. And it's kind of, so part of the fun of playing this game for the first time, or playing a sort of a location in this game for the first time, is the fact that you don't know what's coming next. So once you do understand how a particular environment works, you can plan ahead. And like a lot of what you're doing in this phase is planning ahead, like 3 steps ahead for what you're going to have to do later on. And you can feel very sort of clever in choosing really good things to do and putting it together in a really efficient way. But right now, I'm having the opposite experience. I have no idea what's coming next, and I'm just trying to guess. I'm just trying to, do I want to have these things clustered close together? Do I want to have a lot of land and very little water, or do I want to have also some water? I'm really not sure what's going to be useful later on. So I'm just making rough guesses here. It looks like they provide enough deep water in the middle on purpose that my hovercraft can get around. Yeah, so let's clear out that and clear out this. And then that's all the high-rises. And I think enough land to really start making a difference. So we'll start on the next phase. So what is this thing that I unlocked? A tidal turbine. Okay, uses ocean currents to generate electricity. Must be placed in deep ocean. So that's why they didn't let me cover all the deep ocean. Alright, so I want to place this. Oh, but the dredgers create deep ocean in the positions where you put them. So you put them in shallow water, and they transform the shallow water they're in into deep ocean, and then take the stuff that they dredged up from the bottom and use that to make land in the surrounding vicinity. So let's definitely replace all of my dredgers with these deep ocean like tidal generators, and then let's also put one here because we can. Let's put at least one over here on the edge because we can. This might be unnecessary. We'll see. And then let's put one in the middle. Let's see if we need that one. Okay, so now we've got power generation. So we can create monorail nodes, which are used for various things, and I'm not sure why I would use them now. So let's hold off on that. We can place toxin scrubbers, which turn like desolate land into arable land and turn, gross water into not gross water. So, for instance, I could put one up here on this building, which I find amusing. Let's see. Let me catch up with the chat here. So Radithcord says, I bet this week you've said the word dredge on stream as much as all the rest of the time you streamed combined. That's true, because I have been playing the game that is called Dredge. And I've been playing this game, which apparently involves dredging. So you'll notice these guys are connected to their power sources. I can't place them anywhere that is not close to a power source. And they clean up the area immediately around them. Oh, and I can't place them too close to each other. So I want to distribute them in a way that sort of maximizes the arable land in their vicinity. Like that. So this whole island, pretty much, except for this dumb little corner here, is now arable land. The buildings can't be arable land, but like placing this one on this building didn't make any arable land, but it did make clean ocean water, which I think is also valuable. I think that this is counting both arable land. So yeah, counting clean ocean water towards my goal. And then if I can grow some plants, like for instance, if I can place this in a good spot, I can have different patterns. Okay, I'll place that right there. That will create a bunch of greenery, which again, it gives me the greenery resource and also makes progress towards my goal. So let's do this here as well. Point it the other direction. And I could put one here too, but let's see if I can make some arable land happen over here first. Because each time I place these, they have a one-time impact. It's not like this irrigating deal, what are they called? The irrigator. This irrigator is not maintaining the grass. It's just creating the grass. I can do things later on that kill this grass, and the irrigator isn't going to do anything about it. And if I wanted to put the grass back, I'd have to plant another irrigator down. And so you want to be very careful and like sort of plan ahead so that when you put down an irrigator, it can have its maximum impact without then needing to be, supplemented by an additional irrigator sometime after the fact. So I'll try to place these in the most efficient possible positions. That guy goes there. This covers just all of this nearby land. Make it all arable. And then, yeah, that's a little bit inefficient, but whatever. And then let's do some more irrigators. So this one I can place right here, and it'll cover both this nearby territory and the territory across the water. You can see I'm making more progress here. I hit the R key to rotate this, and I cycle through a bunch of different directions that it can point. It can always either make an L shape or a long line shape. And the fact that I have to cycle through the rotations is a little weird. because if I just barely miss the shape that I want, I have to cycle all the way through them to get back to it. But I do like that it has, like, interesting sort of peculiar shapes to it, that it's not just radial. That, like, you know, the things that make the arable land are radial, but the things that plant the grass are not. So, like, you have to, it's not just as simple as, like, we'll place this and then place this next to it. It's like, I have to solve the puzzle in different ways for each of my different pieces of equipment. Okay, so we're at 60% now. And there's going to be multiple different ways to scrub this ocean. And so, at least historically there have been. So the fact that I'm not covering the entire ocean right now is fine. I'm going to get other opportunities. At least if this works like other environments have in the past. So yeah, so I can only place these guys in certain positions. Well, notice I can't put one next to this, but wait, I can put one up there, but it doesn't do anything. I don't know why I did that. Put that there. Put that there. Put this here. And then, let's see if this gives us enough arable land to move to the next phase. Put an irrigator here. Put an irrigator there. Where is my shape? There. Put one there. Not that one. Put one here. Does make me wonder, can I get a tidal? Yeah, I don't think I've got a lot of other places where I can stick these tidal guys. I mean, I can put one here, which means I could. No, I can't put anything there. Yeah, no, I can't really. I could put one here and sort of clean up a little bit more ocean. I'm at 99% right now, so I'm betting one more irrigator will do it. There we go. Okay, so now we open up the book and we look at the next phase. Dredging may have made the ground unstable. Whoops. Nevertheless, increase biodiversity by creating enclosed lagoons and bamboo groves in the shells of skyscrapers. Use the roots of new deciduous forests. Oh, I think I saw an earthquake. Use the roots of new deciduous forests to break down concrete. Okay, I gotta look at what my new tools do. So you know, I've got a new tab here, so I can still look back at the old tab and see, like, seismic detonator, for instance. This is a thing. Oh, if I need to make holes in the ground, why would I need to do that? I'm not sure why I would need to do that. Will it create? It doesn't create deep oceans, does it? Oh, it does. Oh, this might create deep oceans. Hold on, let me try, before I move on to the next tab, let me try the one thing I didn't try yet. Oh, so can this, where can I place these? Can I only place them in range of existing power sources? Can I only place them on solid, maybe I can only place them on solid ground. Okay, I'm going to try to place one here, even though that could be destructive. Just to see what happens. So does this... Oh, it might have created a deep hole, but maybe not deep enough or wide enough to contain this. Is there a better place I could try to do that again? So I'm experimenting and learning here. So does it have to be in range of power? I think it might. So let's try that. And then can I place a new... Okay, no, I can't. All right, so... whoa. Oh, but I just reduced the geologic stability so far that everything's blowing up. Each time I did that, it reduced that. Oh my gosh, what has happened now? Radioactivity? What? I've just caused a major disaster. What was all this? Oh no. I don't even know what to do now. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm assuming there's a way that I can deal with this. Aha! Yes, some new... Okay, so that was apparently a goal. Because there are some new tools that have arrived. Like a radiation cleanser. Cleans the area around it. Must be built on rock or concrete. Oh, but I can't build it in radiation. Okay, so I have to build it here. And then it reaches that far. And then I can build it... Can I build it? Now I can build it here now that the radiation has been cleansed. Okay. It's like sucking up this radiation. Okay, and then what else do we have here? A pylon provides electricity. Must be in range of an electricity producing bill. Oh, so I can extend the power. Wait a minute. How does this work? Must be built on rock or concrete. Oh, this one is tapped out. That's why I can't use it. There's a certain amount of things that you can install. Well, do I have a way of creating rock? Historically, there have been means that I could use of creating rock in places so that I could build stuff. Do I have any of those? It doesn't look like I do. Oh, I can move... I could move buildings. Will that help with anything? I don't... Like, if I build something in one place, can I use a monorail to take it somewhere else? And then what's a heliocage? Uses sunflowers to absorb radiation. Build on a radioactive waste depot to neutralize it. Okay, so I can build this here. And then... Well, could I have just done that first? Maybe I could have done that first. I don't know, but we got sunflowers now. That's cool. And we can also go back and build a new irrigator. To sort of fill in this area. I might end up needing to recycle some stuff just to, like, start over eventually. Okay, so anyway. Well, that was fun. Let's see what else we've got. A mineral... Oh, here it is. The mineralizer makes rocks for me. So if I need... Okay, in the future, if I need to place something on rocks, I can use a mineralizer to do it. This is the thalassic purifier. It cleans a completely enclosed area of ocean to create a lagoon. But I can't use it until the temperature is higher. Okay, well, how am I going to make the temperature higher? A bamboo nursery. Right now, the humidity is in the right zone for it. So I can recycle a skyscraper. And it will spread bamboo everywhere. I almost said baboon. That's not what I meant to say. So I'll just build these in all my sky... Oh, there's more radiation over here. Okay. Well, can I just build this? Oh, okay. That's what the radiation cleansers are for. I can't build this in radiation, so I have to cleanse enough radiation to get in there and install the sunflower dealing. Okay, so in that case, let's build one of these here to cleanse some. Let's build another one. Yes, suck up the radiation. Let's build another one here to cleanse more radiation. And then, has that cleared out well enough yet? Not quite. Let's build another one. Okay, so now we can build the sunflower thing. Clears the entire radiation site. And there's another one over there. Okay. All right, so it looks like I've got almost enough sunflowers. So again, look at my goals up here. They've changed. So I need to have a certain amount of lagoons, a certain amount of bamboo, a certain amount of sunflowers, and a certain amount of deciduous forest. So I think if we cleanse this last spot over here, we'll have enough sunflowers. Okay, it looks like it's clear, but it's not. All right. So to take the next step a little closer, actually, I might want to build a mineralizer. Oh, but I can't build this in radiation? There we go. So it looks like the radiation cleansing is pulsing, so I can only build at certain times. But now that that's there, maybe I can build... Can I not build this? Oh, is the power not close enough? Maybe I need a power pylon. Okay, let's extend a power pylon over here. And then can I build this? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's wait till the radiation goes away. Build. And now I've extended that further. And now I think... Let's wait for another pulse. Oh, am I not quite close enough yet? Well, I wonder if maybe I could have gone the other direction, too. Like, sucking up that radiation. And then that radiation. And then getting a little closer. Finish making your rocks. Oh, but, and then another power pylon. And then another one of these. And now that's got to be open. Yes. Okay. All right. So we've got enough sunflowers. And I think the sunflowers have also been changing the environment a little bit. Or have they? Radioactivity is really far down. It's not at 0 though. I'm not sure what's left. Maybe my little radiation sucky-uppies still count towards there being radiation in the environment. All right, so anyway, now that we've cleared out this area, let's get the rest of our bamboo set up. All right, so we've got all of our bamboo and our sunflowers. So now we need lagoons. So lagoons are created by... Okay, our temperature is still too low. We can't make lagoons yet. And I'm not sure how we're going to increase our temperature. Let's try the conservatory, though. So tree roots break the surrounding concrete to grow deciduous forests. Forests must be built on a toxin scrubber. Okay, so we find a toxin scrubber that is near buildings. And then the buildings get transformed into deciduous forests. So let's do that again. Oh, okay, when I need to mess with the temperature, I forgot. I've got this weather section. When I need to mess with the temperature, this is where I go. So I'll do that in just a second. Let's finish this, because we can do this. So we'll turn... So it turns regular land and also buildings into deciduous forests. Almost there. That'll kind of work. This area is so desolate. That's not cool. Oh, and it needs to... Okay, so the area that was corrupted by the radiation, but that wasn't hit by radiation scrubbers, needs to be re-scrubbed. So we'll do that. We will place another irrigator here. Get more arable land, and then when we place our deciduous forest dealie, that gives us enough deciduous forests. I think it took over my bamboo thing, though. I want my bamboo. Okay, so because I didn't really maximize my spread here, I'm not sure if I have to get rid of all of the buildings. I might have to get rid of all the buildings before I go, which means there could be multiple phases to this as I try to cover them all. So right now, I'm not trying to hit this goal anymore. I'm just trying to hit as many of the buildings as I can. So I'm covering a lot of the buildings here. Down here... Yeah, I guess it's a little bit left to grab down there. This spot is a good one. And this spot hits some buildings. I don't have anything going on over here, though. And part of that is the fact that I just don't have enough deep ocean. Like, I can't get power over here very easily. But now that we've unlocked power pylons, maybe I can? Let's try to do something over here real quick before we move on. So a power pylon might benefit from one of these guys. Will it go that far? Not quite. Power pylons have to be built on rocks or concrete. Yeah, I don't know if I can get one over from here. Maybe if I put one like there, and then I can pull some power from this. Okay, yeah, so I get some power over there. And then let's do it again. Let's try to extend it further. Oh, is that just out of reach? Okay, let's do another pylon. There we go. And then let's try one more. A little closer this time. Oh, and actually, I think I might have been able to build that one anyway. Okay, so now we've got some power over here. Let's try one more of these. And then... Oh, I can... For some reason I had in my head that I didn't have anywhere I could put one of these, but I can. I can put one right there. So let's do that. Why did I have it in my head that I couldn't build one of these over here? Maybe I just decided to not to do it. Well... Oh, I can't place an irrigator anywhere. Why? There's power pylons. Why can't I place an irrigator around? Oh, wait. Is it because this land hasn't been cleansed yet? It hasn't been cleansed yet. So let's cleanse this land. And this land. And then we'll build an irrigator. And actually, I'm going to have to keep doing this land stuff because I'm going to need to enclose some lagoons pretty soon. We'll worry about that in a second. But... yeah, so you see, like, I can take the stuff that I used to just... that I did with my sort of original set of things. Like, basically, I can go back and grab the older technology from the first phase and keep using it if I realize in the second phase that there's more stuff that I want to do. Okay, but now we need to mess with the weather because what are we missing? Is it we need to have higher heat? Yeah, so I can't use this unless the temperature gets higher. And I've also got these weather goals here where if we can increase the humidity, there's a bunch of stuff that will happen. And if we can increase the temperature, there's a bunch of stuff that will happen. So let's try to increase both the temperature and the humidity. And also, by the way, it looks like some of these things, like, okay, we're in ideal conditions for the bamboo nursery, but we've been in okay conditions with the conservatory. And I wonder if there's something different that would happen with the conservatory if the conditions had been better. I'm not sure. But let's do both. So let's see here. What do we have here? We've got a combustor. Oh, which raises the temperature by burning forests down. That works. We've got the cloud seeder, which just increases humidity and based on the amount of water around it. We got the dehumidifier, which will dry things up to lower humidity, and we can freeze things to lower temperature. So what I really want probably is a combustor, which means I might have to redo some of my stuff, but we need the temperature to go up. So let's burn this. So luckily it only burns within a certain area. It doesn't cause a wildfire. There's some things you can do that cause a wildfire that just spreads across everything. So now our temperature has gone up. Does that mean that we can now use this? Yes, we can. Now the question is, yeah, so I need to have an enclosed area. And so now, if I had known about this beforehand, I could have been consciously creating enclosed areas while I was initially placing my land. But I didn't know that at the time. So now let's grab this and let's start enclosing some areas. So let's see. So if there aren't a lot of, so I can place this here to create some more land and enclose an area. Like this will enclose a little area up here and an area down here. And if I can place, yeah, there's not a lot of spots. I could try to use a seismic detonator, but another option. I think maybe will rocks count as enclosing land? Like, can I place a couple of these guys here to enclose an area? Or like, can I put a couple across this little straight? And here? Yes, okay, so yes, that does enclose this, and so placing this guy does clean the ocean. Oh, good, that got small enough here, too. So now, oh, we're cleaning that entire ocean and turning it all into a lagoon. Cool, cool, cool. This is a small area. And now we've completed our last goal there. Okay, cool. So now we're in step 3. As your final step, you'll need to finish recycling the city, reintroduce animals, and construct an interstellar rocket on which to leave. Use satellite scans to gather seeds from all over the planet and store them in your rocket's vault. Finally, place this guidebook in the cockpit and leave the restored world behind. So reintroducing animals is often phase 1 of this. For me, anyway. Let me, real quick, though, let me try to place... I want to clean up a little bit more of this land. And irrigate it. Just because it's looking dirty, and I don't want it to. But, okay, so, animals. Animals are interesting. So if you look at your animals, so I need to find at least 3 animal species. Each animal species needs a specific type of environment for me to find it in. So where is the thing that scans for animals? Here it is, Animal Observatory. So let's place this anywhere on the map. So now that I've got an animal observatory, I can try to find it. So this shell-bearing reptile frolics in a large lagoon. So if I can find a large lagoon... There we go. So there are turtles here. Because I found a large lagoon to search. And so now we found turtles. They're satisfied. This resplendent fowl struts on wide open grasslands. So most of my grasslands have now been converted to other things. So if I want to find this bird... Like, there's grassland here. Let's try to scan for this bird here. Okay, good. So the peacock... So there was enough grassland here for the peacock. Good. What about this gentle giant happily gnaws bamboo near a glade? Wait, what counts as a glade? I don't know. That sounds like a panda. Let's scan here next to bamboo and see. Okay, so I satisfied bamboo, but I did not satisfy whatever the other option was. So let's... Is a glade like an open grassland? It is not. Oh, well, maybe it is. So outdated, I think, means that another animal has taken over the area. So it might be that, yes, we need grasslands next to bamboo. So now, can I irrigate this ashy place here? Let's see. Yes, I can. Okay, so let's re-irrigate this ashen zone to make grasslands. Let's see if I can find a panda here. Oh, not quite enough bamboo because I burned so much bamboo originally. Unfortunately, I don't know. I can't replace bamboo, can I? Let's scan closer to this bamboo here. Oh, wait, I just found more peacocks. No! No, I didn't want to find more peacocks. They're just taking up all the grassland now. Ugh. All right, hold on. There's a bunch of bamboo around here. Let's try to make enough grassland. I might have to recycle some buildings and start over. Okay, let's see if I can now find a gorilla. I'm going to scan mostly in a bamboo area. There, not gorilla, panda. Okay, so we've got the panda. Coalition, thank you for telling me I've hit the 45-minute mark. Yeah, so this is a slightly longer... last time I broke it up by phase, but I kind of just wanted to sort of show you the whole process in one video. So this is going to be a longer video than usual. So now I've satisfied the animal requirements. I kind of like trying to find the other ones, though. Okay, so this raptor makes its eyrie in a tall structure near a source of prey. So it might actually like being near the peacocks. No. That didn't work. So, okay, so these tall buildings don't count? Or did I have to leave a tall building in place without turning it into a bamboo forest? Interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to make these, whatever, an eagle, falcon. I don't know how to make that appear. I don't need to. That's something I'm going to have to explore later, though. Because it has two requirements, but I don't know what they are. You don't know what the requirements are except for through the hint here. So let's try something else. This widespread suiform roots for tubers in the undergrowth of a deciduous forest. Okay, so this one sounds like it's probably... Just let's find it in a forest. Okay, forest it needs... It doesn't tell me what else it needs, though. So it clearly needs something besides just a deciduous forest. Oh, it looks like it needs grasslands as well. So grasslands near deciduous forest. Could this work? Yes! Okay, it's boars. We got boars. And then finally, an endangered marine mammal darts among the fronds of a kelp forest. Okay, so... Is that this? No, what's a kelp forest? Aha, okay, so we needed... What makes kelp happen? There's a little bit of kelp here, but not quite enough. Okay, yeah, so kelp forests have arrived because of our temperature. Oh, there's little tiny kelp forest. Okay, here's a kelp forest over here. Can I find one here? Not enough clean ocean. Can I... Maybe over here? There we go. Sea otters! Okay, so the only one I can't figure out... Oh, actually, let's try putting it next to a pylon. Okay, no. Okay, oh, okay, so it does like being near boars, so it can pick up piglets. That's good to know. But it needs a tall structure. And so the tall structure of the building isn't enough? Huh, yeah, I don't know what tall structure it needs. I mean, could it be one of these little guys? No. Okay, I keep searching in places that fail. I'm not finding the tall structure that it needs, so I think that I might just have to give up on the eagle or falcon or whatever that is. So let's see what else we can do. So, percentage of buildings that have been recycled, 0. Seed vault. So I don't know what's up with seed vaults. Let's see here. So, okay, so we can build recycling drones to get rid of our buildings. Okay, so let's turn our hovercraft into a flying hovercraft. And then we've got a bunch of new options here. A rocket silo, the base building for rocket construction. And then a satellite uplink lets me scan plant species. Okay, well, I don't know how I use this exactly, but let's find a place to put it. Over here? Okay, what's this guy doing? I've got a balloon. I've got no idea what that's doing. Okay, seed vault uplink. No comms arrays detected? Okay, what are comms arrays? I don't understand how this works at all. Does a handbook tell me something? Actually, let me look at the front page of the handbook. Yeah, regions. So temperate, tropical, polar, continental. Use satellite scans to gather seeds from all over the planet. Okay, maybe this is something that I have to do by clicking the building? No, the building isn't giving me anything. Do I... It says no comms arrays detected. I don't know what that means. Okay, maybe I need to build the rocket silo. Oh, whoops. I can only build it in the middle, and this guy is right here. Well, let's see if we can recycle that guy. Oh, by the way, one thing we can do right now, a lot of our land is still kind of garbage, which I don't love. One thing that we could do is try to increase the humidity and the temperature some more to make this place a little bit more... Yeah, you know what? I feel like I've done a bad job of cleaning up. Hold up. Before we move on to the seed vault, let's run around increasing the humidity. So our humidity is going to go up, and each time we do, that increases our progress towards some of these little sub-goals. At least I thought it was going to go up. Is it not going up? Huh. Let's also... We could try the combustor. Actually, yeah, let's do some burning over here. Okay, so I'm hitting these little sub-goals as I raise the temperature. Okay, okay, so moss on rock faces wants my temperature to be low. I haven't achieved that. Ivy overgrowth, if I can get it up to 70%, vegetation boom, rains begin. So what I want is temperature up above 25°C and humidity up above 85%. That will cause rains to begin, and that will turn all the rest of this area cleaner. So let's keep burning stuff. We just need to get above 25°C. Okay, we need to put some more rocks down. So we can burn in more interesting places, I think. Oh, we did get moss on rocks. Huh. All right. Yeah, so I'm mostly burning water here. That's not helping. There we go. 24°C. We're getting real close. Let's find another place that doesn't have a combustor yet. That does have a bunch of stuff around it. Let's put another... Ah, this is tough. That there. And then make a combustor here. Plus 5°C. Okay, so now our temperature got higher. So now we're close. We just need to get the humidity higher. So I can't place any more of these. because I need to put rocks underneath them. So let me put over here maybe, and then this will add 12% humidity. That's pretty strong. Let's build some rocks here, and can I put a humidity generator here? Yes. Okay, that got us up above 85. Rains begin. So now you can hear thunder in the background, and the rain is going to come, and that's going to make a lot of this place a lot better once it starts raining. I never got moss, but a vegetation boom also might be nice. Let's get the humidity up just one more step. So you can see it's starting to rain. Oh, too close to another cloud seeder. Well, where's another cloud seeder? Where's a place without another cloud seeder? You see? All of the land is becoming arable. The grasslands are spreading out. The oceans are being cleaned. So hitting that rain level really, really makes the environment look a lot better. Senior Sausage asks, how much is this game? I don't remember. You can look it up on Steam. It is available on Steam. It's definitely not like a $60 game. I just don't remember exactly where they set the level. Okay. I would love to just raise the humidity one more step if I can pull it off. Let me see if I can. Where else can I make a cloud seeder where I don't already have one? Maybe over here? Or maybe this is the kind of thing where it's like I needed to be thinking ahead. Oh, I can do one there. Nice. Okay, vegetation boom. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I think it just means that plants are going to grow faster. And maybe we get some novel plants in little corners of the map where I wouldn't have them before, like the moss on top of this roof and stuff like that. Okay, anyway, now that we've done all of that, let's finish phase 3. Let's build our rocket. And now we've got rocket thrusters. Okay. I just need to build each stage of my rocket. What is this? Oh, comms array 1. Okay, so this is... Okay, so I am building layers to this. What does this do? Stores fuel and supplies for the launch. I've got a comms array here. Does that mean that now... Ah, okay. So now I need to... So what is this? Is this looking at the other maps that I've worked on? Or is this just a randomly generated thing that I'm scanning? I don't understand what I'm looking at here. Okay, so I've got this list of things I'm supposed to find. By looking through this satellite? Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is related to my past adventures. Okay, so I've scanned around and collected seeds from one of the other regions, I guess. Let's install another bit on my rocket. Comms array B. Okay, so there's another comms array. And so now I can use this to search the desolate island. Collect, like, what is that? Mangroves? Jungles? Need a little bit more jungle. There we go. And then Okay, what else can we search? Oh, we got some kind of deserty thing going on here. Beachy stuff. And some nautical stuff. Yeah, so again, I'm not sure. I might just be searching like a generic representation of the past biomes that I've worked in. Or maybe those are the actual maps that I worked in. I don't remember well enough. It doesn't look... I don't know. It doesn't look messy enough, honestly, to be my past maps. So Senor Sausage asks, so is the world randomly generated every time, or do you select between worlds, and if so, how many are there? So you're on one planet, and you're selecting between 4 different biomes. And so each of the biomes has different rules, but then each time you go into one of them, it auto-generates a new map within that biome. So there's a lot of replayability here. Okay, so now Volcanic Glacier is an option. So we'll look for whatever this is. Okay, we got some evergreen forest here. Got some whatever this orange stuff is. Okay, lots of evergreen forest. Don't need any more of that. I'll just scan around until I find enough. Okay, so I need some orange and some blue. Here's some more orange. And then the blue, I assume, is in the water. Let's find the water. Let's find the right water. Oh, here we go. Okay, we've succeeded at that. And then, let's just keep installing stuff. What is this? Life support. Got it. And then the final comms array. And now that we've got that, we can scan again. The flood. Oh, so okay. This is the flood. This is the map that I'm on right now. So yeah, I think I actually am scanning the specific maps that I last played in each of these biomes, because I am scanning right now the map that I am in. So I'm betting all of those previous ones were also the actual maps. So basically, because I'm in the 4th biome, they're trying to make this be like a satisfying conclusion. I'm not just doing the 4th biome and then, yay, you did 4 biomes. They're trying to set it up so that I feel like completing this biome completes the entire game. So let's try to... more bamboo. And more... sunflowers were the first ones I planted. Luckily, I think I can just sort of rescan... Can I just rescan the same area again and again? I think I can. Recall satellite. Okay, so... we're bringing down the satellite on its balloon, I guess. And now it's landing in the water? What's it doing? What are you doing, satellite? So do I need to send the recycler to grab it? Not sure about that. I guess, so let's try... Okay, we can put the nose cone on the rocket. But maybe I need to use the recyclers to grab things. All right, so monorails. It looks like... Wait, do we need monorails? Let's see here. Let's... Okay, yeah, so let's place a... Wait, why can I not place this? Why can't I place this beacon? Oh, because my hovercraft is no longer sea-bound. I need to place beacons because I've got the air-bound drone. But the beacons have to go on monorails. So, first... How is this going to work exactly? Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Historically, I've had to build a monorail network leading back to my rocket. So let's... Okay, so I've built these 3 monorails, right? But what is the error? So okay, now I'll put a beacon on this one. And so that makes the drone come over to recycle stuff. It recycles things. And then it dissolves that node. Okay, so historically, I have had to build monorail networks that lead all the way back, and I've used the monorail to recycle things. But it looks like in this version, I just need to get the monorail nodes somewhere over there. I don't actually have to connect them to the source because I've got the flying drone. Now, one thing I'm curious about, now that I have removed the building from this skyscraper, can I scan it for a falcon? Yes, I can. Okay, so now what we need is nearby boars. Oh, it needs more deciduous forest. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we've got boars now. So now we scan. Got it! We've got an eagle. The eagle has landed. Ah, my internet cut out again right after I placed the eagle, or found the eagle, and I was giving credit to Ranithcord for the fact that he had the idea of trying to find the eagle after recycling the buildings. That was great. I kept running around and trying to recycle the buildings, and I was placing monorail nodes everywhere and trying to get things to recycle, and it was actually kind of challenging. Unfortunately, because I was so obsessed with that, I didn't notice when my internet cut out. And so I'm back now, and hopefully, I don't think you've missed a whole lot. All I've been doing is just sort of running around and struggling to sort of place monorail nodes in positions that will allow me to suck up the maximum number of buildings. But there's a few places here where it is a little bit challenging. Like right here, this little guy right here. I'm not sure I can get a monorail node in range. Oh, I can right here. This spot. No, I just barely can't. Dang it all. Okay. So maybe if I place this here, is it going to make any rocks? It's not going to make any rocks. How in the world am I going to do this? Maybe if I place one right there, will that be just barely close enough? Let's try. I mean, that's extremely the same. So, no, I'm just barely out of reach. How in the world am I going to get that last little bit? Okay, let's worry about everything else first. So, like, there's a pylon here I didn't get last time. So, we'll recycle that guy. Around here... Okay, there's a spot here where I can stick one and recycle these guys. This guy might be trouble. So Ranithcord says, so do you just lose or what? So I don't think so. Historically, I have gotten into weird situations like this before, and there was always something elaborate that I could do with the tools that I had to finish recycling. So I do still have some trust for this game that I can probably solve this. I'll just have to poke around with different tools and try different things. And hopefully there will be a solution. So, okay, I can grab these last bits over here. I can grab that. This way, and you notice, okay, so when the arrows start appearing, that means that I've actually gotten close enough. They're like, there's only a few buildings left, and there's a decent chance that I won't even notice where the buildings are. Okay, so this one looks like I don't have to get it. It's an arboretum. It's basically, it's okay, I guess. So I just need to figure out how am I going to get a monorail node close enough to this. Now, I might have to just go back to the beginning here. And built, or what about this? Oh wait, okay, so I can place a little explodey thing. Okay, I can place a little explodey thing nearby, which might give me the right kind of shallows to build one of these rocky things. Yes! Okay, this is what I needed to do. Explodey thing, followed by rocky thing, followed by monorail-y thing, followed by recycly thing. So this, yes, it is gone. Okay, then let's recycle these useless guys down here who didn't accomplish anything. And then let's figure out, can I already place a monorail node? Is that going to be close enough? That's got to be close enough to grab this last little irrigator. And I can grab this last little monorail node. And I think that'll be everything that they're going to make me get. Come on down here and tell me. Okay, yeah, so they made sure that I had all the tools I needed to solve my own problem. That's the thing I like about this game. It's like, they start you with these elementary tools, and as you increase your access to tools, some of the tools have really high demands on what you need to do in order to use them. But the earlier tools are still useful. You can still build yourself up from the ground up to get something done. So it looks like we're in decent shape here. So it might be time to push the rock button and see the end of the game? Is this the end of the game? I'm really not sure. There's still some stuff on the front end that looked like it was locked. But we're going to see this rocket launch. Normally it's an airship that I take off in. So we're just basically taking samples of all the life from every biome on this planet. And dragging it up into space, and then this thing fills up with water and plants, and it becomes overgrown immediately. All right, so now it's showing me. I'm pretty sure these are not the exact places that I. This is video that they've shot of the different biomes. And so now the rocket is taking off. And the last continent is brought back to life. So Raneth Court says, so there are only 4 maps in the game? Again, so it's not that there are 4 maps. There are 4 biomes, which is different. There are 4 rule sets, 4 types of puzzles to solve. But each time you actually start playing, they procedurally generate the map that you're on. So I could play the continental map again, and the map would be rearranged so that it's a different puzzle for me to solve. And similarly, I could replay Polar, I could replay the Desolate Island, I could replay the whatever the first place is called, the Temperate area, and each time it's a different sort of geographic puzzle for me to solve. It's the same list of steps, it's the same like technologies that I need to use, and the same like environmental issues that I'm dealing with, but the actual layout of the map itself is different every time you play. Raneth Court says, right, but you solve 4 puzzles and then you win? Basically, yeah. I mean, you saw how long this took us. I've been playing, actually, I can't see how long I've been playing because of that interruption. I think I've been doing this for over an hour, though. So yeah, so each of the puzzles takes about that long to figure out and solve. There's 4 of them, and when you complete them, you're done with the game, or at least you get the credits. But again, there were locked things on those biomes. And so I'm not sure if we're actually done. There might be a post-credits set of activities you can pursue. So I'm really curious because, yeah, restoration progress. I've gotten up to 68% now. You've unlocked alternate versions of all the regions. Select a region to play its alternate version. So there's still, no, we've hit the credits and we've succeeded in revivifying the planet. But look, we're at 70%, 68%, 66%, 68%. There's stuff we haven't done. So you see, like in the temperate zone, I've restored all the biomes, I've discovered all the animals, I've hit all the climate thresholds, which were those special, that were up here above me, those special weather things. And I haven't done that with everything. I didn't get all the climate thresholds in Polar. I missed one of them in Continental because I never made it cold enough to grab the cold one before I moved on to it being hot. Similarly, I think there was a cold one in Tropical that I didn't get before I moved on to making things warm enough. But then, yeah, so we did the flooded city. Let's do irradiated sprawl. Let's not do it. Let's not play it, but let's just see what it looks like to see the difference between the flooded city and the irradiated sprawl. Okay, so it looks like it's the same set of steps, but in this case, oh, okay, so instead of the city being mostly flooded, the city is mostly land and desolate, and it's already got radiation on it. So the first layer, oh, and my first layer of tools is different. I'm no longer dredging to make land. I'm starting with my land-based power sources, my turbines. So yeah, so this has got a lot of the same stuff going on as the flooded city, but it's also got aspects of, oh, and this time the radiation cleanser is in the first step instead of the second step. So yeah, so it is different. So there are not just 4 puzzles, there are 8 puzzles, but each of those puzzles is also replayable because that map that I just played on, I'm pretty sure was randomly generated, and if I played it again, it would be a different version of the same map. So anyway, this was a longer than normal stream. I've been trying to do shorter streams lately, just so that I can have, more videos and maybe, get, basically sort of, I don't know, make more fun videos with the time that I have available. But this one, Terra Nil, really felt like it sort of deserved us, spending some time really sort of getting to know it. So there you go. So that was the last level of Terra Nil, but I have not, or the last one before the credits, but I have not played any of the alternate biomes, and I have not shown you the second and third biome and what happens there. So there's still a lot to discover. So like, if this looked like it was fun, like I've had a great time just sort of chilling with this game, solving some weird puzzles in my head while sometimes having something else going on in the background, because it doesn't take your entire attention. There's not much of a story being told. It's just it's a geographic puzzle to solve. It's been a great addition to my life. I'm really glad that somebody made this. It's a fascinating, just new approach to the whole city builder genre. So if you liked this, definitely check it out. I'll put a link to where to get it in the doobly-doo, and we'll wrap up this video. So click on stuff if you want to. I can stick a link to the older Terra Nil playthrough. I'll put it right there. My previous Terra Nil playthrough, if you want to go check out what the early game looked like and compare it to what the game is now.